Hi, this is Mrs. Maglinte. So I've been enjoying the morning glory flowers in my garden, and so that's what we're going to paint today. And the colors we're going to use today are going to be the ultramarine blue, the carmine red, the lemon yellow, and also the Prussian blue. And we're going to be using our round brush, Tiny Tim, which is it's a number 12 round brush, and also our flat brush, Peter paintbrush, today. I'm going to be using the Stockmar watercolors that I really like, and you can get them on Amazon. But if you don't have these colors, you can use the colors that you have. And I do have information about the watercolors you might use for Waldorf watercolor on my videos about paints and supplies for Waldorf watercolor. So let's go ahead and start with our verse, Colors Shine Around Us. 1, 2, 3. Colors shine around us from earth and sea and sky. Pale and light, deep or bright, they show us earth's glory and her might. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the morning glories. So the morning glory flower can have many meanings, but the main meanings are love, life, and death. The ability to rise each morning and sleep each evening resembles human life. It may be sad, but the morning glory blooms each morning only to die in the evening. But it's more than that. The flower is resilient and able to grow in challenging situations and thrive each year. While they do indeed die, they rise again each morning like clockwork to signify not only death, but the beauty of life. When the flowers bloom in the morning, they take in the sun's energy and the healing powers that come with it. The spiritual meaning of this flower relates to affection and love, but in a very spiritual way. The short lifespan of this flower also relates to the fleeting nature of love and life, as well as the way that love and affection can be renewed with each day. When you give someone a morning glory flower, or perhaps a painting of a morning glory flower, it implies that you care about them and share an everlasting love despite life's challenges. And this flower, each morning glory flower has a different meaning, but the blue morning glory signifies love, trust, respect, and honesty. So I'm taking my paper out of the water that's been soaking in, and I do have a simple drawing here that I'm going to start off with. So I'm going to take my drying cloth and I'm going to go ahead and dry the excess water from my paper here. So we're going to start off with our background, and I'm going to get my brush wet like we always do. Get it wet, take some off the side, and we're going to dip just the tip into the lemon yellow. And let's put in that glorious sun that is shining down on these summer days. Let's rinse our brush really well, and let's dip the tip. We're going to use that Prussian blue. Now, if you don't have Prussian blue, you could use the ultramarine blue or the blue that you have. And here's the moisture in the earth that all plants need to grow. Okay, we're going to rinse our brush really well and take some off the side. Now we're going to soften the edge, first of the yellow, then we're going to rinse our brush and soften the edge of the blue. And we clean Peter paintbrush and dry his feet. And now it is time to begin our flower. So we're going to start off with that Prussian blue color. Always want to stir it up from the bottom. And we're going to paint the petals. So they do have a little bit of a toothed edge, meaning that it's irregular. We want to leave some white to define where the petals are. So we have some white spaces here. Okay, now I've dried my brush. So now I've taken some of the water off of my brush and I'm going to bring some of this color down. I don't have much water in my brush. Now, let's put a little bit of the ultramarine blue on the edges here of the petals. Rinse off our brush, and if you have a beveled handle like this kind of brush is called an aquarelle. You can make some lines that are going to come down. You push down on your paper and it actually dents the paper in. It's called bruising, and it actually puts little lines on the paper. It looks really a lot like the veins that you would see on the Morning Glory. And let's rinse that part of our brush off. Okay, now what we need to do is we're going to take our mixing tray and we're going to put some yellow. I'm going to make a nice green. We want to use that lemon yellow, and we're going to take a little bit, maybe a little bit more of the Prussian blue and make a beautiful green. So the first thing we're going to do though is we're going to go ahead and paint the leaves. And we're going to paint half of them. So the part that you think might be in the sun, like the much sun's coming from here, leave some of them that don't have green on them. Leave some that you can put more of the yellow color we're going to add next. We'll add just a few little grasses here. I know that most little grasses love to grow around other little flowers and other little leaves. Let's go ahead and add some of that yellow now. And there's the sun. largest part of the flower. Rinse out our brush really well, dry it. We're going to just take the tip of it into the ultramarine blue, and we're going to go ahead and put the stem on. Don't need too much. Rinse our brush, and we'll add a little water here to kind of blend that color, because watercolors do a wonderful job of flowing and blending. Then for just a little bit of a color accent, let's dip the tip of our brush into the red, and let's kind of make some little kind of flower dots here. So that gives us the 3 primaries. So then we have the yellow, the blue, and the red. Remember, because our paper's wet, the color is just going to keep growing. So we don't want to add too much. Little dots works really well. And then we want to take a little bit of this lemon yellow, and there's a little bit of a center here. It kind of peeks through with our morning glory. And we can also take a little tiny bit of water and soften this edge a little bit here. And the last thing we're going to do is we're going to make a little tendril kind of coming out. And that's the little morning glory tendril that it grows on. So we're going to take the back of our brush, and I'm going to put my initials. Well, I hope you'll enjoy painting this morning glory flower, and I'll look forward to painting with you again. Bye-bye.